Hi guys, how you doing today? I trust you're doing well wherever you're watching this week's episode of the Car Weekly Roundup. Now today is 22nd August 2026, just a couple of days away from the Love Focus Convention, which is happening on 5th September 2026. Now in history, let's just go back in history. Now the first gasoline-powered omnibus began operation in Germany. It was operating on the routes between Schengen, I don't know if they read it like that, Schengen, Neptun, and of course Duz in Germany. Minibus eringa chigege ya soko okorwa yatandika service yayo on August 19th, 1895. And then of course on 15th August 1899, Henry Ford left the Edison Illuminating Company. Bali bakola electronics, yeah? Okay, they were maintaining electronics works. And of course, he was Buyava in 1899. A couple of his ventures failed. But then in 1903, things started working. Then he made the Ford Motor Company and things started moving. On 19th August, the Saline S7 was unveiled. It was an American-built vehicle, yeah? And it was hand-built. Yeah, it had a 7-liter V8 that produced about 550 horsepower. Do you know what it means, a 7-liter? And then, of course, you guys understand that America bagala nnyo emmoroka ezinywa ennyo. I don't know about mafuta gaabwe galayisi, but that's what happened. Locally, the first piece of news is, you guys know that on 16th August, it was a sad day. A pedestrian was killed on the Entebbe Expressway. You guys know pedestrians are not supposed to cross the Entebbe Expressway. Kati, between Kajansa and Busega, that's where it was a sharp corner. Now, me, I don't believe that person was not because there was a sharp corner. I also don't believe that person was not because there was overspeeding. That person was not because they were crossing a road they are not supposed to cross. So guys, don't cross the Entebbe Expressway. And of course, they are saying that the police and the road operator are examining the incident, and they are trying to figure out what happened. No one has been charged. I really hope the driver doesn't get charged. The driver should not be charged because the pedestrian was crossing the wrong road. Tosola government ko express oli atomedde omuntu n'amuta omuntu yazze n'atomera emmotoka. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. And then of course you guys know that government has recalled all public service bus chat routes over route chats. Yeah, the Ministry of Works and Transport recalled all existing public service bus route chats and ordered for fresh national allocation exercise to be completed within 1 month. Katugocho wamanya nti ezo route chart olaba nganze wekute simu yange, every bus driver has a route chart. Yeah, Mulaga, nti wogenda gulu, you're going to pass here and there and there and there and there, and at this place you'll stop at this police station, at this stop you'll stop at this roadblock. They are supposed to stop at every designated stop. So, but they are doing this as a part of wider efforts to regulate buses, public service vehicles, and school transport. Following, you guys know the crashes we have had, and obviously under the changes, operators will have to apply again for routes, instead of continuing to rely on their existing route authorizations, yeah? And the ministry also told bus companies to hire or employ properly licensed drivers and conductors, and to submit their employment details to the authorities. That means Ministry of Works and Police. So gamba somesetaga bidda mujjukira ebintu bibaleeta batugamba amasoge birina okukola. And I'm hoping this reduces overlapping routes. So manya abantu manyo okuddukamu, and then of course ba service provider will be accountable. And then of course you guys know that there is a oluguudo baluyita Luweero Butalangu. Now the project is costing Ugandans 94 billion shillings. However, there needs to be compensations. You guys know that land doesn't belong to government, it belongs to us. Now, everywhere where the government wants to take a road, yeah, they need to pay the residents before the road goes through their land. Now, the road is about 29 kilometers, yeah? And what they are saying, like that. So what they are saying is that there are people that have refused to be paid. mujukire Prime Minister Robin Anabanja launchinga 2023 lwali badde lwaggwa dda. It should have been completed in June 2025, but it has stalled. And Dot Services, who is the contractor, they are saying that they have only been able to do 85% of the work, and they are saying the delays in compensating property owners affected the road construction. And I've had this said again. Now it's the residents of Luwero Town, Chiwoko Town, and Wansalangi town bebaganye okuva bagamba government esooke tusasule. Kati ezo section ezisana atejukira zongera okwonona section ezaali zaggwa. So of course the measurement engineer bamwita Isaac Selby bagambye the contractor had hoped to complete by August 2026 nga baali basasudde, and that the delays in payments have highly affected the work. Now government is also seeking bagala 207.7 million euros, or you can say 242.6 million US dollars. Bagenda zeula mu Citibank. We have a Citibank in Uganda here. Some of you guys don't know Citibank because you're not the grade of Citibank. Tonyiga. Seka. Citibank is not your bank. Eyamwe yabalimi. Centenary. Guliwa banka yabalimi. So anyway, Finance State Minister Henry Musasizi told lawmakers, who are the guys in parliament, that the bagenda kola oluguudo. Baga oluguudo luli mu Eastern Uganda, but they have not said the road. But the minister is saying that it will provide an alternative transport link between Northern Uganda and Southern Uganda. And of course, nobody knows. Northern bypass, so they are saying that the project is intended to improve movement of people and goods. Yeah, nekati okwewola sente zino nga nyingi nnyo. Already olaba budget ya fefulumanga like 30% tugenda sasula mabanja. Ate bada majagenda supervising. Yes. Ateno Badam na ya inamwegule yagambye. Badam is proposing that the local government workers should be tried at LC level. Nti myayi wajja ku kyalo kyammwe nakoletaka ne mutasanyuka. Mumulope wa chairman. Bwe mumulope wa chairman namutuza mu kakiiko. Oba ne bayita ba chairman abaddako awo. Fe twagala contractor, twagala district engineer. Anti fe gwe tugenda okusiba naye tumusibira ku LC tetumulina mu government ejire. Bara mwagamba bakyuse Local Government Act. Nga according to the amendments, the LC people batulanga ba LC chairman n'abantu b'okukyalo ne basalawo ekyokukolera engineer. Era bagamba bide ebitu government byebadde ekola nti bana mwalina okuva mu office ya minister agenda akwate district engineer. Tebikyakola abantu bamwekolereko nga amateeka bwe galagira. So I don't know if it will go through, but Minister Balam alabikanga ayina ekintu kyanoonya nga ndabira ddala kigenda. Era agamba he describes it as spot checks. Spot checks nga bw'olaba wabadde atambula n'abantu ku kyalo lino ekkubo lye bagamba ozimba. Kino ekizimbe mulaba bakizimba bulungi, kati agamba chairman wero si one. Ya atuuze ekyalo n'abagamba no engineer wamu. Bino bye bakoze binyuma. Bilimu biliyoni 2. Bagambe sesema. Osesema tosesema. Ero si one ayite dipisa mugambe musibe. Kamuli Drivers and Conductors Bari Naming Association yabwe ne bakola ne bagita batya constitution empya. They are reorganizing their association, and what they are saying is that they are making efforts to professionalize the transport sector and improve passenger safety. Now, the group adopted a new constitution, elected a new committee. Their chairman bamuyise Saadi Alibawa yababade ne general meeting ku Bugabula Guest House Gardens. Era na association the ajiri names kati bagiyita Kamuli Jinja Kampala Drivers and Conductors Association. Now, of course, the new leadership yarese plans balesa refresher trainings, techniques babayigirize, defensive driving, osegira babasigiza okusavinga sente era ng'abantu abalabe bagira naye baddereva b'e Kamuli mwe balekola mulimu. And then, of course, the Ministry of Works has launched a 100-day crackdown on unroadworthy taxis. Minister byamuka yayise ganya ennaku 10 nga taxi embi bazijja kitezi wagenda sigalayo taxi nawe ozimba mu kkubo ya champisiza bubi oyo minisita baminisita olw'okuba tubawa emmoroka zaffe tubagulira emmoroka n'amafuta ne tugagula ne tuzikanika atandise okutujooga ne tubawa minisita tonyiiga nkimanyi munyiiga naye tonyiiga watujooze nnyo mwe mulowooza miliyoni 2 nyangu zakukola e Kampala wano naye anyway gwe minisita ate tunaakola ki naye zo taxi embi bagenda zikwata. And then, of course, a passenger bus yakutte omuliro. Passenger bus Trinity, you guys know the Trinity bus company. Yabadde egenda Kigali nekwata omuliro. And the people that were there bagambye mu gwatandikidde mu break. Kyola mechanically very important. Break za jaminze ne zireeta obugumu omupiira ne gukwata omuliro bus nejja. But nobody died, nobody got injuries. Naye all the luggage yayidde. It's really sad for that. And then, of course, there is a matatu, a Kenya muzimanyi ezo minibus za wesitwala abantu abangi. Yabadde inako abantu 54. It overturned and 8 people died in that accident. And then, of course, 4 people died while they were traveling to a burial in Kenya. Yeah. So they are saying that the vehicle left the road. Negenda. Negwa mwala. Okitegeera. And it's a seasonal river mwe yagudde. But the occupants were traveling from Nairobi to Kipkona in Meru County to attend the burial of a business associate. So witnesses said that the driver swerved while attempting to avoid an oncoming vehicle that was overtaking another vehicle. The maneuver reportedly caused the driver to lose control before the vehicle left the carriageway. Kinabagamba ako. Oba wagudde dda. Oba wagudde yodda. And then of course, bwetufulumako ebweru w'eggwanga, China is recalling more than 4 million vehicles because of errors. Now, it's the largest ever recall. Now, there are cars that include Teslas as well, and 10 other cars, 10 other types. Now, Tesla it has recalled about 2.9 million vehicles. That includes the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model S, the Model X, yeah. Xiaomi, Leap Motors, and the Xpeng nabo ba recalling in Moroka. Now, most of these cars, as they say, because the wali labels, emergency vehicle, emergency exits, Moroka bwefuna akabenje to inabu ovam. Now, one of the things they are going to do to these cars is they are going to make automatic windows. When you get an accident, the windows go down automatically. Yeah, so that oitamu no ofuruma. Akarozo koruna kugwe guy. Gweseki. Ochimanyi nti giving a traffic officer a bribe can cause you problems. Obadde ochimanyi nti owa traffic enguzi basobola okusiba nga owa traffic yennyini yakuloopye. Obadde ochimanyi. Weebereremu. And the tip of the week, guys, don't buy your spares based only on price. Based on quality. A word to a wise is enough. Thank you very much for being part of this week's episode of the Car Weekly Roundup, guys. I will see you next time. Don't forget, 5th September is the Love for Cars convention. We are going to launch our second edition of the Love of Cars magazine. Bera yo gamba ne muganda wa Jabereho ne mukwano gwa Jabereho. Until next time, ciao.